So it took me a little bit, but I figured out the signal light situation. I got one more splice to make, which is the wire for the stoplight. So basically the stoplight is all wired through here. And you just use the standard single element bulb on the tail lights. And they have their own separate circuit. And it's all controlled through the aftermarket controller there. But I still have to tuck all those wires up underneath there after I make that last splice. And basically what I'll do is I'll strap them to the existing harness. So here's the existing harness coming out of the firewall. And then, you know, you can't put wires into a harness. I found that out the hard way. I tried to shove them in there, they just don't go. Or maybe you could if the harness was off, but not while it's installed. But here's the circuits for the rear tail lights, which are also combination brake lights and signal light. And then I just had to pick up a piece of the stoplight switch down there. I had to pick up a splice, run it up through here, and connect to the red wire inside. And now this is underneath the truck. I'm going to pick up the circuit for those wires. They're pre-wired in the harness for tail lights and signal lights as well. I gotta say, I bought the most inexpensive harness that I found. I think I did a Google search for harnesses. I don't know which. It might have been Classic Auto. It might have been Jim Carter, but I think the harness was only like $250, and all the other harnesses at the time were about $400. So I grabbed it, and I gotta say, there was only like one mistake. That there was no wire that ran for the signal lights or for the stoplight that ran from the inside of the cab through the firewall. It was missing. That's how I know. I tried to put a wire in and it wouldn't go in. And I ended up, there was an extra wire because of I didn't use the temperature sender. I have a mechanical temperature sender. So I just, you know, repurposed that wire and everything worked out fine. So I'm running this wire down the frame, and it goes around underneath the bed to the one side, and there's another one I have to do, yellow wire has to do the same thing for the opposite side. You know, this is typical. I had no reason to really take that lens cover off because the lights are working. But I want to see if that gasket that I had an extra gasket, could go in there. And then I dropped the lens. And yes, it's real glass. So now I gotta go see where I can get a replacement glass for that. It's probably like a $2 part with $10 shipping. Ridiculous. Oh, I'm so annoyed. So all I had was a piece of yellow wire to finish that last piece of splice. And what I did is I just wove it into this piece of unistrut, spray painted it black on both sides. So it's gonna come out yellow and black, be more unique looking once I take it out of there. Now, I'm trying to test the brake light. I don't know if you can see the reflection in that picture. There's a faint blinking, so the blinker light works. Now I'm reaching in with my foot on the brake pedal, and I'm pushing. And you know what though? That'll keep blinking. It's the other side that. Let me see if there's no blinker. The brake light does not come on. So something's wrong here. Let me see if I go the other way. The other blinker should be on, but I don't have a mirror over there. I'm pushing the brake and nothing's happening. Now in theory it should work because it worked with the test lights. So maybe I just made a bad connection somewhere. Probably on the brake light switch, which I can jump out and see if it makes a difference. You know what was really bothering me was that the indicators don't work on this. You hear it clicking. What I do is I take this ground wire, I put it right here. So because this case is plastic, there's no ground. So I'm going to have to open this up, find some place to ground it, and make a ground connection to the frame. and then those indicator lights will work. Emergency flashers, indicator, indicator. I can't believe they didn't give me a ground wire in the harness. Okay, I finally have it figured out. So let's do some testing. So give me a right turn signal. Now step on the brake. Hard. Yep, there go the brake lights. Now left turn signal. Step on the brake hard. All right. Everything seems to work. That's a wrap. Thanks for watching.